Thank you, Cody. Now, one of the victims is Stephen Geier. He was abused by Father Lawrence Murphy while attending the St. John's School for the Deaf in St. Francis.
I interviewed Stephen back in 2010, and he detailed the abuse that happened over and over again. We want to warn you the details are disturbing.
They are the boys of St. John's School for the Deaf, young, innocent, vulnerable. And many of them were molested by the man who was supposed to take care of them, Father Lawrence Murphy.
It's disgusting what happened to me from Father Murphy.
Stephen Geier is one of those victims. He was just 9 when he arrived at St. John's. This is a picture of his first communion. This is the man who molested him and nearly 200 other deaf boys over 20 years. Stephen Geier was first abused when he was about 13. One night, Father Murphy took him from the boys' dorm on the 2nd floor up to a closet on the 3rd floor.
He then asked me to take my pajamas off. I was confused and said, why? But he kept on me and tried over and over again and tried to force me to take my pajamas off. And I said no. And then he forced me and pulled my pajamas down. And I didn't really understand. This is a man who works for God, and he's doing this to me? He's touching my private areas? And so he actually did masturbate me. I was quite shocked. His face and his eyes looked so mean, like he was just, I don't know what.
Father Murphy molested Stephen Geier 4 times. Geier saw other boys molested too, often late at night.
And I noticed Father Murphy walking through our dorm room, the bedroom, and there was another boy in the next bed. And I thought, what is he doing? And so he woke up the boy, and then he was sexually abusing him right there in that bed.
Was he a monster?
Yes, more than a monster, definitely more than a monster. It was like he was the devil in a priest outfit.
Geier was on the school's basketball team. Father Murphy took a special interest in young athletes.
How did Father Murphy select his victims?
The boys would all go into the shower, you know, like after we were done playing basketball. Father Murphy was always there, and he was always watching all of us boys in the shower. It was like he was sizing everybody up or something.
Geier left St. John's when he was 16, but Father Murphy continued abusing other boys for years. Geier tried to tell others what happened, but no one would believe him.
I did, though, try to report this to 3 different priests in Madison, and each one said to me, "Oh, this can't be, no way."
But now we know the truth.
Father Murphy had not a care about deaf children. He just completely and totally used us. He just used all these deaf boys' bodies because he could.
Now 59, Geier has high blood pressure, heart problems, and anger management issues that he attributes to the abuse.
Did Father Murphy ruin your life?
Yes.
Do you think it's possible to forgive Father Murphy? Words that need no translation.
Very heartbreaking.
Went on for years, over 200 boys at that school. This is just part of the case file, I guess you'd have to call it, that came out today. 6,000 pages. Father Murphy, by the way, died back in 1998. In that case, he was never charged.
Yeah, that's so disturbing to even think about. You can't even imagine that. Again, part of the Archdiocese file that was released today. It's very large, about 6,000 pages long. If you do want to look at that, we have it on our website. We put a link at today'stmj4.com.